RC Puma. All right, welcome to RC Puma. I'm Tom Puma, and it's new toy day. Oh yeah, let's open this baby up. Okay, let's do it. All right, it's always a guessing game what orientation the box is inside the box. Let's see if it's good. Nope, it's the underside. Let's flip it over. And now let's see what we got. Hallelujah. Yoing. Okay. It's out of the box. There we go. Beautiful Fury box. Okay, there it is. Out of the Arrma box into the other Arrma box. But yeah, this is the Arrma Fury. It's a two-wheel drive short course truck that goes very fast, from what I understand. It's my first one, but we'll see. Let me fix this light here because it's so dang bright. There we go. That's a little better. No more glare. But yeah, this is the Arrma Fury 2 to 3S. Super fast. Has dynamic stability control, which is good for this truck because at 50 miles an hour, 40 to 50 miles an hour, with only rear-wheel drive on loose terrain, this thing's going to be all over the place. So in this case, you probably wouldn't need that. So good on Arrma for including that. And also, this is a $250 truck. And for 50 plus miles an hour for a brushless RC, that's a great price. This is a great entry-level short course basher. This is a great entry-level basher no matter what. For your first brushless RC truck, this is a great option. Let's get this box open. Slice! Slice! All right, as soon as you get the lid off, that's what's inside the box. Let's pull out all this stuff. Try not to knock my GoPro off the mount like I did last time. Transmitter is going to be in this box and super light. Wow, is there anything even in there? It's so light, this box. Wow, okay, well, transmitter's in that box. Let's pull this bad boy out of that box. All right, there she is in all her plastic glory. Looks good, even covered in cellophane. Gotta love Arrma trucks. Cue the angel music. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at how rich that red color is. Really nice blue, red, with matte black to kind of break up all the color. I think it's really awesome. Arrma did a nice job on this body. It looks great. Really great colors. Really rich blues and reds, and they break it up with the matte black. I really like the look of this body. They had two other colors. They had like a yellow color, and then they had a pink and purple color. But I went with red, white, and blue because I have so many bright colored vehicles already. Everything's so green and yellow these days. I went with red, white, and blue. Okay, so just a quick look underneath before I pull the body off. Inside here, you can see there's the hidden body clips. It's basically one long body clip. You pull that out in the front and the rear. You can see the rear one back there. And then the body will pop right off because there's no body clips up here. Everything's kind of hidden underneath, which is good. And also, since we're underneath, this is the battery tray. So you don't have to pull the body on and off every time you need to change a battery. So you really have no need to pull the body on and off when you're out bashing, you know, unless there's something serious going on. But easy access to the battery, and then sort of easy access to the bodies. You got to have, you know, it's not that easy to get in there. You know, my hand fits in there, but all right, those little clips underneath are kind of pulled out, so we can just whip the body off right now. So you put these two posts inside these two holes, front and rear, and then pop that over, and then you should be secured in there. So that kind of just pops in and out like that. You don't take the body clip all the way out. It just kind of does that front and rear. There you go. Under the body. Zoop. Let's zoom out a little bit. You know how it goes. All right, let's get a look under the body real quick. So you got the 2 to 3S system kind of sitting back here towards the back of the chassis. Your motor and everything is back here. Everything's pretty much in the back of this truck. So it actually feels, you can feel the weight in the back of the truck versus the front. The front of this truck is very light. So that's what's going to be lifting off the ground at speeds once the wind catches underneath this body. Actually, I'll probably end up just drilling holes here and here just to let more air flow through. So I reduce the amount of parachuting effect that the body has. But anyway, let's go. Let's keep looking underneath this body here. Pretty beefy front and rear shock towers, monocoque chassis, so kind of everything's streamlined. And then you got these Nerf bars here, which is cool. There's your motor back under there. Plastic telescoping drive shafts in the rear. Fixed links everywhere. You don't need adjustable links if you're bashing. So this thing is built for general running around, not real racing. Although if you're starting out, you could probably race this. I wouldn't say not to. I would say do it. I'm sure there's adjustable links you could buy for these if you really wanted to race this car. Beefy looking knuckles up in the front. Double wishbone suspension in the front. Nice crash resistant setup here, right? So you have your front bumper and your front skid or whatever, front bumper skid combo. And then this right here is meant to absorb impact. If you crash into something, this will flex and protect all of this here. So that's good. And in the rear, very good. Wheelie bar tucked underneath the rear bumper, which is also good. When a landing, you'll break that bumper. You know, you'll hit that bumper before you hit the wheelie bar. And then, of course, I'm going to call it a crash pad. That's your crash pad right there. Got Arrma's D-Boots Fortress tires on here. Pretty cool looking wheels as well. D-Boots tires feel nice and sticky. These are going to grip nice on any terrain. You've seen these tires before. These are good tires. Got a couple of shock guards down here. Plastic shocks. That's fine. It's not threaded or anything. There's preload spacers on here if you wanted to adjust the ride height. Let's flip it around. Okay, there's your gear cover there. A couple of screws pops this off if you need to change your pinion or anything. Standard servo up front. All right, got your little on-off switch here on this side, well protected in here. Everything's kind of nicely wired though, I gotta say. It's very clean. Very cleanly laid out. Nice and simple design, easy to work on. It's a nice little truck for what you're getting. You get a lot for your money with this truck. 2 to 3S system in here. People have been saying they're having problems with it, that it runs into LVC too quickly or it just stops or whatever, but I honestly I haven't had any issues. So I'm just going to keep going until something happens. But yeah, no issues so far. All right, get the radio out. This is hard to do one-handed. Okay, let's put this transmitter out. This is going to be their SL2 transmitter, which is okay. When you're, you know, for a $250 basher, I don't know that you can ask for more than this. It's got the dynamic stability control button there. You kind of hit that in certain sequences and it helps you control this. So this is a good transmitter for the value of this car. You know, they're not making this in mind with someone like me who wants to record what he's doing. And you can't really attach my rig to this. Let me show you what the rig looks like. All right. So this is my rig. I usually will screw this piece here like this. All right. It screws onto that. And then I have a cell phone mount here that I'll shoot. Here, I'll show you. Here's another cell phone. So I'll attach a phone here like this. And then I can shoot in like, you know, phone format. And then I'll take my GoPro and attach it here. And then I can shoot in widescreen format. So I'm shooting 2 different formats at once. So I can create 2 different types of videos with only shooting at one time. But my rig doesn't fit on this because of that stubby little thing there. So I'm going to have to figure something out. This video might end up being a little shaky. We'll see. And it doesn't really, you know, if I put it on the shelf, it's kind of like, you know, it's just a little more beef down here would have been nice. You could afford 10 more cents in plastic. I'll pay the extra 10 cents for a little more beef at the bottom of this controller. It's like, come on, guys. But that's my own personal gripe. It's not really something they should take into consideration when, you know, in doing this. But it would be nice for someone like me. Oh, boy. And then finally, you know, you got your instruction manual, tools, batteries. Arrma's real good about that. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Looks like I can. So yeah, Arrma's always good about what they provide you. You know, you got your instruction manuals, wheel nut wrench, shock spacers, collector's card, batteries, always welcome, AA's. You know, and then you get hex drivers, which is cool. Better than those stupid Allen keys. However, I have a set here, and then I basically just got like a collection of these things going. You need a set, let me know. Super fast, super tough, and super affordable. I don't know that you can ask for much more than that. My only gripe would be that it's not four-wheel drive, but who cares? For $250, this is one of the best values in RC right now for brushless. Add it to your fleet. All right, let's charge up some batteries, get the body on, and then I'm going to take it to the beach today. I want to see how this thing does up and down the beach, so here we go. Okay, so I'm starting off with a 3S Spectrum battery, and it is a little tricky to fit it in here. The way the wires and everything are situated, you got to really finagle to get a 3S size battery in and out of this compartment, which I'm honestly finding a little frustrating, because why are you going to make a 2 to 3S vehicle and then make it like nearly impossible to get a 3S battery in there? So you kind of have to just wiggle these wires around and figure out a wire battery can, you know, layout that you can safely and securely put the battery compartment door back on. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you'll get used to it, I guess. Okay, guys, first run of the Arrma Fury. I came down to the beach here. I feel like this is a great place to get her broken in. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, parachuting away. That's half throttle, guys. Yeah, that body catches air, man. Gotta drill holes in the back for the next run. Breezy down here at the beach too, so it's gonna be tough to drive. Whoa. Sorry, didn't see that. Don't ride against the wind. Yeah, once the wind catches it, it's all over. But I tell you what, this thing's great on the beach, man. Great at the beach. Unless it's real breezy and windy. If it's breezy and windy, you're gonna have a hard time with it. This is where that dynamic stability control comes in handy, because it's really easy to drive. It's just the wind catches the body, and then when that happens, it's all over. What is that? I'm always getting caught in something around here. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Why do I always have something wrapped around my tires around here? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so windy. Okay, that's one battery. Okay, I got the ramp set up. I'm gonna try to hit a few jumps with the Fury, but it is windy out here. I'm sure you hear it picking up on the mic, even though I got a wind guard on my mic. It's just windy. I'm down by the beach over here, and you know, it's tough enough with this truck not jumping in the wind. The wind just gets up underneath the body and lifts it. So yeah, so I'm not too optimistic about launching this because it's just gonna get parachuted, so don't judge me on my landings with this. But I'm gonna launch it as much as I can. Have fun with the video, guys. We'll start off with a couple of small jumps, just so I can get the feel of it. Got a softball game going on in the background, so if you hear screams, that's what it is. I almost caught it. Try to be off the throttle on the jump. This way it comes off the jump nose down. Woo! That was fun. Woo! I hope I got that on tape. I hope that recorded. Whoa, okay. I mean, you got to give it to Arrma. It's powerful, man. This is definitely the fastest brushless truck you're going to get for the price. This thing hauls ass. Oh my goodness. It's impossible to control this thing in the air, especially in the wind. Good thing for all that crash protection in the front and rear. Otherwise, you know, Arrma knows what they're doing. Arrma knows exactly what they're doing. Crash protection front and rear. And that's why it's there. This is not much of a jumper, guys, but you can definitely beat it up. Get a couple of different angles before I start breaking it or losing battery. Okay. I like this spot because I can use this crack to line my jumps up, and there's no parking stoppers on either side of it, so if I miss the ramp, not going to be that big a deal. Yeah, see, I hit the brakes midair. It didn't do anything to correct it. So if you're looking to do some stunts, this is not the truck for you. But if you're looking to do beach runs and mild jumps, this is the truck for you. If you're looking to just go fast, this is also the truck for you, because it's really fast. Really fast. I'm barely even on the throttle with this truck. Oh well. Give it a kick. Fucking lawn dart. Yeah, baby. This truck's awesome, guys. It's awesome. You know, we got a little open space here. Let me do a quick speed run. It's probably going to parachute backflip, but we'll see. Suspension is nice though, really realistic suspension on here. I love the way the body rolls around the turns. Alright, don't you love the way the body rolls? I love that. It looks so awesome. I mean, it's got some good turning radius, really tight turning. All right, let's do a couple of big sends while I got a little battery left. Let me back up so I can line up. Don't judge me on the landing, guys, but I'm going to try to go big. It's very windy too. I take it back, maybe it is a stunt truck. But the wind is really taking it, guys. I love Arrma. They've just got great trucks, man. Boom! This thing is so much fun. Get one. 250 bucks. How could you go wrong? Just get one. Stop wasting time. Get one while you can. It's so awesome. Yes, I'm beating this thing up. Oh, what did I do here? Let's see. Did I break something? Yep, broke the shock. Broke a shock cap. And a tie rod. Broken shock cap, broken tie rod. Not too bad for what I'm doing to it, guys. Get one! Okay, back on the bench in the house after a few battery packs at the beach and off the ramp a little bit. I broke a shock cap and I broke a tie rod, and that was after really sending this truck off the ramp. You know, it's not really built for big jumps, but I was able to launch it quite a lot before I actually broke anything. and it's really windy today. The wind was catching the body and parachuting it, basically just somersaulting it through the air. There's really no controlling it in this weather with this body. Two-wheel drive. It's, you know, it's tricky to do that. So considering I only broke a shock cap and a tie rod, I mean, come on. It's a $10 fix. It's a $250 truck. It's worth $1 million to me. Have fun with it, guys. Go buy one.
Like, subscribe, please.